Nigeria Army don't send Wike strong indirect warning. They no call Wike name o, but if you look the message, you will know exactly who they talk about. So they said, just a poster from the defense headquarters. They said, it is an honor to serve in the Nigerian military, unshaken, unbent, unbroken. Indirectly, after that videos of Wike and this young army officer come and sign, and they indirectly just put that one there. Say back off. So that whole talk about say that they try to target that young officer, say there are powers that are trying to target that young officer, make the poster go anywhere or make they comot am from his duty. It no go happen o. It no go happen. In fact, an ex-military, the chief of staff, former chief of staff, Taku Buratai, he send message. He say, Wike, if you know wetin good for you, better apologize now. He say, urgent action required as Minister Wike conduct pose a clear threat to the national security. He said the event of November 11, 2025, involving the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, demand an immediate and serious response is public disparagement of a uniform officer of the Nigeria Armed Force transcend mere misconduct. It represents a palpable threat to national security and institutional integrity. The minister verbally assault on a military officer in uniform is an act of profound indiscipline that strikes a core of our national command and control structure. Is deliberately undermine the chain of command, disrespect the authorities of the commander-in-chief, and grievously wound the morale of every individual who serves under the Nigeria flag. Such action erode the very foundation of discipline upon which our national security apparatus stands. Then he also said, this cannot be dismissed as political theater. It is a reckless endangerment of national order. The action by Wike is clearly an indication of undermining the federal government authorities. Consequently, Barrister Wike must tender an immediate and unequivocal public apology to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Commander-in-Chief, the entire armed forces of Nigeria, and the specific officer whose honor was violated. Our national security must come first. It is time to decide action, not politics of military. The integrity of our armed forces demand nothing less. That is coming from Buratai. That is coming from Buratai, former chief of staff to Nigeria. I think under Buhari, that chief of staff may like to carry snake for neck. That the guy be. So, be rest assured, nothing will happen to that officer. That officer will still be stationed at that post today. If you check, they will still tell him to go back to that post to ensure there's law and order. Meanwhile, Wike, I don't know what he's doing, but he's going to try to reach out to the officers on top and they will iron it out. But I'm very, very sure nothing of such will happen to that officer. Nothing. I'm very, very sure of that. So the army have responded. We are unshaken. We are unbroken. Nothing they shake us. You know, army officer, normal army officer, civilian they run comot for fight, but army officer they chook head. That's the difference. Meanwhile, let's talk about this woman. I want to apologize to this man first. I want to apologize to this man, this father, because of the news we heard about him, that he did something to his two daughters, which was never true. Because the police has carried out an investigation on the matter, and none of it is true. This woman was said to have laid false claim against her husband. On what reasons? We do not know. This woman here, false claim against her husband. You remember say that man was arrested few weeks ago and the Nigeria went ablaze. I equally made a video. I insulted the hell out of the man. I called him disgraced. I called him all sorts of things. I wish the worst on that man. Oh, not knowing. Now woman they fight for that man than for the woman make him marry. Oh, women are wicked. Oh, so women are wicked. That story went wild. Everybody hear it, but I'm very sure the continuation now may they continue say that man is innocent. No be everybody. May don't hear it before, go hear him now. Because follow up for story, people know when they hear follow up for story. Now the narrative, that first narrative, now important to them. The investigation and the conclusion, many people know they read them. But I see it as my duty because I was among the people who lauded the thing more. I see it as a duty to me to also bring it out here for you guys to know that that man is innocent. They say in a magistrate court of Enugu State of Nigeria, in the Enugu Magistrate District, Chizom Okonwo, age 29 years, that you, Chizom, sometimes in the month of August 2025, along Adoration Junction, opposite Dan Lega Hotel, in Mine, Enugu, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, did defame the character of one Okokwo Ozimo by shouting in public that he defies your two daughters, which has exposed him to hatred, contempt, ridicule, and has damaged his reputation and thereby committed an offense contrary to Section 323 and punishable under Section 325 of the Criminal Code, Cap 30, Volume 11, Reverse Law of Enugu State of Nigeria, 2004. Count 2. That you, Chizom Okonkwo, female, on the 27th day of October 2025 at State Intelligence Department, SID, Enugu, within the police detective, that one Okonkwo Ozioma male defies your two daughters, which made the police officer to arrest and detain him. The information you knew to be false and an action he wouldn't have taken if the true fact were made known to them, and thereby committed an offense punishable under section 154 of the Criminal Code, Cap 30, Volume 2, Reverse Law of Enugu State of Nigeria 2004. Police officer have signed from the magistrate court. And if you check comments, some people still say they are trying to kill the issue. We know Nigeria, some places are really corrupt. But this man, I don't even know what to think. Well, since they said he didn't do it, I apologize to their man. This woman with her wicked face, her wickedness, I hope they punish him. They punish her. It will, on behalf of all the men that have been accused wrongly, that are in jail, and the truth no come outside, the curse will be placed on this woman's head.